What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're having a good week so far. As you requested, here we go, guys. NightKing exploit completely tested with 10 attempts for both the different methods, the web method as well as the DNS method. So guys, before we go ahead into that, I want to give you guys a quick little preview of what you can expect next week. I know there's a lot of different exploits going around. Here is something that's upcoming right now. Check this out, guys. This is a preview of a beta version that's being worked on by a team of developers. I'll be mentioning the credits in the description. But guys, check this one out. There is a really fluid theme going on here. You do have different versions of HEN. As you can see there, you do have many applications and really smoothly put out. They're still in the beta version though. It is still being developed and fluidity is gonna be, I guess, improved. So this is just a beta that's only available just for me to test it out. But guys, you're gonna get this and you guys can try this out once it's released next week. So keep an eye out for that. Just as an update on what's going on with the whole HEN scene, with the whole developers and the whole jailbreaking scene. So it's come to a point where all the developers who've been developing HEN 2.1.3 with additional additions to patches and so on and so forth is now being labeled unofficial. So guys, if you'd like to go check it out, you can check it out. If you don't want to try the unofficial HENs, that is perfectly up to you. And you can go ahead and make your own choices on which one you want to go with the most latest official HEN 2.1.3 or the unofficial 3.00 that's presently available. So guys, with all of that mentioned, there's one more thing I want to go ahead and touch about over here. So based on all my other videos and all of you guys and all of your comments about your PS4 and how the exploits are working for you guys, I've been analyzing something and I noticed something that, 6.72 is a very moody firmware. It doesn't work the same way for every single person, but majority of the times it does work the way it's intended. But I'm talking about the exploits and I'm talking about the previous videos. When I went through all the comments about my previous video with the Crono's Zero-Kernel panic method, there was about 80 to 90% of people having really good, similar experience as per how the video was intended, but there were also people who were having a really bad experience, which is very, very mixed. And I thought this is only having to do with the version of PS4, like PS4 Pros or Slims or Fat. But however, I did notice even PS4 Pro users, like most of them had a good experience. Like they told me it was flawless and they had no kernel panics at all. Well, there was another small group of people who had loads of kernel panics. So guys, what I would suggest as a conclusion, we can't really be absolutely certain that one is going to work for everyone. So it's come to a point where I would suggest that whatever videos I'm posting out, and what I would suggest is go ahead and give it a shot. If it works the same way as intended, great, you can stick with it. If it does not work the same way, then I would suggest to go back to the one that was working perfectly for you or that's working perfectly for your PS4 on your own basis. So that would be my advice for you guys. So even with this one, go check it out. If it works for you, great, you can stick on with it. If it does not work for you, then you can go back to what is working best for you. Alright, I hope that makes sense. Enough beating around the bush, let's go straight into the NightKing exploit. Okay, so there's two different ways to go ahead and get this done. One is the web browser method, and the second one is the DNS method. So let's just go and look into the web method first, and this is how you do it. Alright, as usual guys, before you try anything out, go ahead and delete the cookies, delete the cache, and I'll also recommend you to go ahead and back up your save games and database backup, whatever backup you can do, go ahead and get it done guys, because it's always important to do that in case anything goes wrong. Okay, so with all that done, just go ahead and type in the website for NightKing exploit. The link is in the description, guys. Go check it out. And once you've done that, it is obviously going to cache. So guys, once it's done caching, just to make sure I start off fresh, I'm going to restart my PS4 and then I'm going to apply the same rules like the last time, which is waiting for 1 minute, not having any external hard drives plugged in. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to diligently follow these rules and then I'm going to try the exploit out one by one. So as you can see, the caching is done. So we're going to go and restart the PS4 and start fresh. Alright guys, for the DNS method, go ahead and set up your Wi-Fi connection again. Set up your Wi-Fi connection, go to custom, because you want to change the DNS. Choose your Wi-Fi address, put in your password, and once you're done with that, then choose automatic for IP address. Do not specify. Here, choose manual, and I'm going to mention the DNS in the description. Go ahead and fill that in. That is going to be the NightKing's exploits DNS. So once you set up the DNS, you should be good to go, and it should start reflecting in your user's guide. So let's go set this up real quick. And there you go guys, once you load your user's guide, you should be able to see this. Let the caching get done. It's going to give you two different options as 5.05 and 6.72, and this is what we're going to use for the DNS method. And this is actually the lighter version of the one we're going to use for the web browser. As you can see, there's not any fancy icons, not much graphics, it's going to be just buttons and just laid out there. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, guys, we're going to go ahead and test out the web browser method. That's about 10 different attempts for the web browser method. Then we're going to come back to the DNS method and try that out 10 different times as well and see how the results are. Alright, let's go. Alright guys, here we are, first attempt. I'm going to go ahead and click on auto jailbreak. So I'm going to go click on auto. You're going to get that error message, don't worry about it, click OK. And success, first time, just done. But here's something I really like. When you actually hover over these particular icons, it does give you a detailed description at the bottom about it, which is pretty cool. I actually like that. So I'm going to go and restart again. Let's go with attempt number 2. So after restarted waiting for 1 minute, so I just went to my browser and I just mistakenly chose the auto jailbreak directly, so it automatically jailbreaks. And hey, second attempt was successful too. Pretty cool. So moving on to the third one. And we have another success. Again, not bad. Moving on to attempt number 4. Now when I tried the fourth time, it did fail. I got this message, I clicked on OK, and I went back to the home screen. When I went to restart, it did go to the restart screen, but it kernel panicked. So guys, here's another tip. If a specific exploit is kernel panicky when you restart, you can just go rather use power down. And I'll just show you that in just a bit. Okay, so 5th attempt, and it was another success. Great. Moving on to the 6th. Alright guys, so for the 6th attempt, it failed. And I clicked OK again as usual, and I went back to the home screen. But this time, I didn't choose restart, but I chose turn off PS4, and that was perfectly fine. It did not have a kernel panic, and that worked excellent. Okay, 7th attempt, let's check it out, and it was another success. Moving on to the 8th. 8th attempt, again, successful. So 2 more attempts left, let's go on to the 9th. Okay, the 9th attempt, well, unfortunately it failed. Clicked on OK, as usual, went back to the home screen. And again, I chose to power off the PS4, and it was perfectly fine. It did not have a kernel panic. Cool, let's go try the 10th attempt, the last one. And the final attempt, guys, as you can see, it was successful. So we have a total pass of 7 times, and it failed 3 times, out of which 1 time was a kernel panic. So guys, there it is. This is the 10 attempts from the web browser method. So now let's go check out the DNS method to see if there's any different with the DNS. Alright, let's go. So guys, now testing out the DNS method out, I'm going to cut the video short. I don't want to go ahead and show you all the 10 different attempts one by one. How the numbers are recorded in the website, so I'm going to go straight to that, but I'm going to talk about anywhere I had a kernel panic or a fail. So let's go look into that. The first attempt was a pass. As you can see here, it does look a little different here, so it is not automatic jailbreak. You'll have to click on a HEN or a mirror in order to load the exploit, and as you can see, it worked perfectly the first time. So moving on, I'm going to run through the rest of them as quick as possible. So moving on to the attempt number 2, I did have the jailbreak fail, but when I clicked OK, I didn't even get any other options, it just kernel panicked. Boom, just like that. So this is pretty funny because that's what I mean, it all acts so different. So as you can see here, it did fail, I clicked on OK, I come back, and I went to restart just to check it out, and the restart worked perfectly fine without a kernel panic. Surprising, but attempt number 6 had a fail. So moving on to attempt number 9, guys, as you can see, it did fail, but I was able to restart the PS4 and it did not have a kernel panic like the last time. So moving on to attempt number 10, the final one. Alright guys, so here we go with the final attempt. When I clicked on HEN 3.0, it was another success, but here's the funny thing, the DNS method and the web method has the same results. It has 7 passes and 3 fails. So guys, here you go. This is what the results are, my personal testing. Go check it out if you like to go and test it out. So guys, from my observation, if you're using the web method and the jailbreak fails, go ahead and shut down your PS4, power off your PS4. Do not restart your PS4. But if you have a fail in the DNS method, then go ahead and restart your PS4, which does work to avoid a kernel panic. So there you go guys, that is the NightKing's host, and let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to go try it out, if you don't want to try it out, if you prefer to sticking with Lethal's website, or Allah Safe's website, or Darkmodder's website. Oh, and talking about Darkmodder. So Darkmodder just updated his new website, and he talks about a higher stability rate than what it was, and he also has some customization with his background, kind of different from his normal blue and white backgrounds. But it's pretty cool, and I'm going to go ahead and test this one as well, and I'll probably drop a video about this sooner or later. Let me know in the comments if you're looking forward to that video, and guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as well. And guys, I know it's been a while since I covered a tutorial video, and I'll make sure to do this as soon as possible. Just got a few busy days ahead, and I'm looking forward to covering the PS4 trainer video and the Linux video that is lined up. And thank you guys for taking your time and dropping your votes and dropping your comments. So if you really like this video, go ahead and drop it a like, drop it a subscribe, do drop me a comment, let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to helping you guys covering it. Anyway guys, I hope you're enjoying your PS4 jailbreaks and enjoying your game times. I hope you have a great week
weekend ahead, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys.